They sponsor climbs all over the country. We're one of 14, and it's a pledge to never forget. So what we do is we climb here in our football stadium, the equivalent of 110 flights of stairs. That was the amount of floors that was in the 2 World Trade Center buildings, and we do that every year. This is our 8th time doing it. Our inaugural climb was in 2017. With a couple of hiccups through COVID, we're holding our 8th climb today. So there was a little over 100 people the first year. It's continued to grow each year. Last year was a record of 277. This year we broke 320 people.
Well, my story is just one of many stories that surround the day of September 11, 2001. I was actually on my way to a press conference that morning, and there's a little bit of a backstory. On January of 2001, 9 months before, I was asked by a company called Fisher-Price Toys to help them design an action figure for kids, part of their Rescue Hero line. And this new action figure was going to be a New York City firefighter called Billy Blazes. And for a whole day, as I was talking about what a fireman looks like in New York City with his firefighting clothing, his tools and equipment, his air mask, they were sketching on art pads on easels with crayons and markers. And at the end of a long day, they had this new action figure fully sketched out called Billy Blazes, a likeness of a New York City firefighter. We looked it over, and there were certain things that we thought they should kind of change and tweak a little bit. And one of the Fisher-Price executives thought he needs to look more like me. And she took out a black Sharpie, she drew a big mustache on him. And they remolded Billy Blazes with the changes and the big mustache. It took about 3 weeks. It was now the end of July of 2001. And we agreed in going to mass production. And they were excited, and I was acting excited. I didn't think it was really that big of a deal. We were going to get $1 for everyone sold around the world to support my education program. And I chose the date of September 11th because 911 is the emergency phone number in New York City. For the first time, we were having a 911 themed safety day. We were going to talk to the public about preventing and surviving fires, and then also to introduce this new rescue hero called Billy Blazes. And of course, on my way to the press conference that morning, the first plane struck the North Tower and I had to make a decision. What do I do? Do I go to the press conference or to go to a firehouse across the street where I started my career from the South Tower? And I got there about 9 o'clock. I took off my dress uniform and I borrowed a set of firefighting clothing and I sprung into action. And an hour later, I was buried underneath the South Tower with massive bodily injuries.
The most inspiring thing was I was aware of 9/11 when it happened. I remember being at work that day and the tragedy of it all. And when I found out on Facebook last year that they were going to do the stair climb, I decided then that I would do it. So when you sign up to do the stair climb, you can climb in memory of a firefighter, policeman, or EMS. And when I looked up names, he has the same name as my dad. Yeah. Now that my legs have stopped shaking, I'm doing a lot better. But it was really hard. It was really hard, but I feel amazing. So I'm good. Don't hesitate. Sign up. Find out somebody that you can climb in memory of and just do it. Just do it.
Figure for kids, part of their
My name
Rescue
is
Hero
Donna
line.
Weber.
And this new action figure was going to be a New York City firefighter called Billy Blazes. And I would get $1 for everyone sold around
Well,
the
I
world.
suppose the
So I'm the
most
director,
important
the event
thing
director of the
was
Columbia
I
Memorial
was
Stair Climb.
City Fire Department.
aware of
So in
9/11 when it
January
happened.